Do I just turn it on manually?
Hello, good evening everybody. How are you all doing? Can somebody check for me that we're streaming properly maybe? If anyone has the Twitch app, can you check if we're streaming properly to the Seattle Indies? Last night we did some play tests and they were good fun, but we didn't realize we were streaming to the wrong channel for some of it. So I want to just do some quick QA. Did people QA their games this weekend? We got a thumbs up that we're streaming. We're alive. Fantastic, fantastic. Everyone, you did it. You survived 48 hours. Give yourself a round of applause. On Friday night, we were all here in this room, brighter, more optimistic people of what we could possibly obtain and do in 48 hours. We come out wiser and with a game done, hopefully. What we'll be doing here, we'll be going through all the presentations that you guys have prepared. I have an ask for you guys, another interactive ask. We are doing videos this time, and we're embedding the videos in a slideshow, and I put the slideshow in the Discord announcements. The reason I did this is because there are a lot of people in the spreadsheet, and I was just copying manually left to right, left to right, left to right, and I maybe messed something up. And I can't watch every video to make sure I didn't mess up. So here's what I want you to do. Someone from your team, every person from someone on your team, go to the Discord, open the slides, find your slide by your name, and then make sure that's your video. And if it's not, you can fix it. You can just double click it, change the URL to your URL. But I just couldn't QA this in the time we had. We had presentations, like submissions ended about 4:59, in theory. But then pizza time happened, and we had some flex time, and then the Global Game Jam site stayed open a little more. So we're like, we'll let our spreadsheet be open a little bit more. And so in that time, some more videos came in, and I was trying to, I was like in a boat with a bucket trying to bail myself out. But we're almost there. If you're in the last 10 games, I'm sorry I haven't gotten around to adding you to the spreadsheet. I'm going to be over here at this computer while people are presenting, and you're going to see on the left a timer for you to know when you have, how much time you have left. And on the right, you'll see me frantically trying to finish the rest of the presentations. So just ignore that. Just ignore. If you see a lot of screen happening over there, that's just me copying the last of the videos over. In the meantime, I want to go through some of our supporters for this event. This is the Global Game Jam. You are here at the Seattle Indy Pacific Science Center Academy of Interactive Entertainment at Global Game Jam. The SIPSCAIEGGJ. The most alphabet soup of acronyms. It'd only be more confusing if IGDA also got in there and we were just had every vowel possible.
Wait till next year.
What's that?
Wait till next year.
Wait till next year. Maybe IGDA will get in on this alphabet soup. You might be wondering, what is Seattle Indies? Seattle Indies is our local nonprofit. We're a vibrant and inclusive community of independent game developers. But that's the very boring definition that I don't like anymore. Say it with me, guys. Who is Seattle Indies? It's you guys! That's right! Seattle Indies is anyone who comes to our events. We don't have any membership fees. There's no gatekeeping. There's no tests you have to take. Not anymore, at least. We have a lot of different events that you can come to. You just have to show up and bang your Seattle Indie. If you're interested in what events we have both a Facebook group, and then for those who don't use Facebook, we have meetups.com/SeattleIndies. I think I have a link here. Look at that, meetup.com/SeattleIndies. We have all our events on that one. That includes our weekly support groups. So every weekend, we go over to the AIE campus, and we do an 8 support group. It's 6 to 8 hours. I don't know how long it is now. They keep making it longer. What's that? 1 to 7:30. 6 hours and 30 minutes.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday. A lot of different developers are there. They're also trying to figure these things out. So if you just want to have a little small mini jam every weekend, it's just touch base with people, get people to play test your game, just get some feedback on how things are. The Indie Support Group is great. They happen a lot. We have another one following weekend. Meetups.com has all the links. We also do monthly events. We do monthly socials and meetups. Our big social is coming up. These Seattle Indie socials, we do those once a month. We do those over at Optimism Brewery. It's always a really good time. If I don't go to any other event, I always go to the social. Because once a month, I just see my friends, I make new friends. There's some dogs there. It's really great. Yeah, it's fantastic. There's some other meetups that we do. In particular, we have a tea party coming up, a tea social for pre-GDC Diversity Collective. That's March 8th. More details forthcoming. But if you guys are interested in that, we have all sorts of subgroups. We have a game club. We have the Diversity Collective. So do check out meetups.com. And then in addition to these regular events, we also have our big honking game jams. We do this every quarter, which is insane. We do 4 a year. We did one in November, and we're doing one in January. So there was 2 months delta between those two. Our next one's going to be in April. I think I have a date here. April 10th, Games for Our Future Jam. That'll be back here at the Pacific Science Center. And we also have, every 2 weeks after a game jam, we do a showcase. So every quarter we do a game jam, and then every quarter we do a showcase. And the showcases are a formal time. We have like an expo-like environment. And Sally News has set aside some tables for you, yes, you, to play test your games or show off your games for people to play test. And that can be your game jam game. That could be your current side hustle. That could be your current full hustle. Whatever it takes, come. There's a meetup. Meetups.com has like a sign-up form. Do it early so that we have enough time to like print out some nice things for you. We have kids come and play your games. They're the best play testers. They find all the bugs, and their feedback is so honest. We also have Hype Jam, July 31st. That's going to be super duper fun. That will be our summer game jam. And that one's always a good time. It's invite only, but if you come to any of our previous jams, you got an invite, so don't worry. And likewise, we also have a very active Discord, so if you're not the kind of person who wants to go out, you're feeling tired, it's wet and cold in Seattle, don't worry, you can just hang out on the Discord. It's very active, lots of people are always there, so it's a good time. We have a couple other supporters for this event. We have Pacific Science Center, who has graciously let us use their venue for so many of our game jams. Big round of applause for Pacific Science Center. They're our local science museum. They're big on curiosity and critical thinking. Lots of interesting exhibits. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the dinosaurs. There was a wedding in the dinosaur exhibit this weekend, which is crazy. And they also have exhibits on space, and the bathrooms are themed to be as gross as possible.
Thank the,
What's that?
thank the around-the-clock PacSci volunteers who've been here.
Oh, yeah. We had around-the-clock volunteers from Civic Science Center.
Well,
big round of applause to those people. We have volunteers at the Sal Indies, but we go home at night. Like, they have people here all night. There's always a Pacific Science Center person here, which also lets us be here all night. Most venues will not let you be here all night. Like, that's insane. The security risks are just through the roof, but we somehow sneak 250 people to the Pacific Science Center every year. So, yeah, big thanks to Pacific Science Center. You can become a member online, all sorts of awesome benefits. Do check them out. And if not, there'll be the showcase in just 2 weeks, and you can come back again. Our final supporter is AIE. They are specialist educators of game development and 3D animations and visual effects and so much more. They have a couple of different campuses. They have one in Australia, which is awesome. So we have like a sister campus in Australia. There's one here. We have many AIE students here. Make some noise, AIE. That was more than I thought. That's a lot of energy for Sunday night at the game jam. And they're just down the street. Our indie support groups that we mentioned before, the weekly like Saturday things that go for 6 hours, those happen at AIE. So if you just want to get a peek inside, do check those out. And yeah, I think that's all the supporters we got. Let's get on to the presentations. The first one we have is Burning Horizon. Burning Horizon, would you come up here? Huh?
Do we have the slide for the mentors?
Yes, at the very end.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
I have slides to thank everybody at the very end.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So, I think who's Burning Horizons? That's you guys. Some logistic things. I'm going to say with my microphone over there. Oh, thank you, Burning Horizons. Next up is Rainbow Repair. I'll say, Rainbow Repair, please come to the stairs. Now I mean these stairs, not those stairs. They're technically also stairs. When I say the stairs, that's the stairs to be. So if you're Rainbow Repair, come hang out over here on deck, and then we'll have Burning Horizon on here for now. We're going to play this video. The videos might not be the full 3 minutes, and that's fine. I have a 3-minute timer here, and until the timer goes red, you guys can keep talking. But once it goes red, you gotta get out of there. Because the other people have to come up and we have to hand the mic over and stuff. But hopefully we'll go a lot faster. We're currently clocking at 2 hours, but if you don't want to talk the full 3 minutes, you don't have to. And we don't have to stay the whole 2 hours. So, keep it short and sweet. Do we have Rainbow Repair on cue? Fantastic. Okay, everyone give it up for Burning Horizon! There's the camera. Say hi to the camera.
So, Burning Horizons is a... are you doing the...
Hey, go ahead and play, whatever you want.
Yeah, so the concept of the game is that you're a space station, or you're on a space...
Uh-oh.
There we go. You're on a space station that is a white circle. And it is being pelted by asteroids. And unfortunately, someone put explosive canisters all around the outside of the space station. So you need to wander around the space station and patch the holes and put out all the fires before you suffocate. Justin. I did some of the programming. David did some more of the programming. Aaron did particle effects. Trent did this awesome score that you're hearing right now. Cody did the 3D modeling, and we don't have here Megan and Kevin. Megan did the astronaut, and Kevin did some of the programming and the effects for when there's the room is on fire and stuff like that. We originally intended this to have some multiplayer, kind of like Overcooked, to kind of go around, but that didn't quite make it in. Anything else anybody wants to say?
That's everything.
Yeah. Awesome.
Next up, Rainbow Repair.
I'm Aduna.
And I'm Mike Chomsky.
And this is our game Rainbow Repair. And it's about a little fairy in the woods who is drawing pictures of all her favorite trees, and then her pencil broke. And she is doing her magical fairy dance to fix these things that she broke a long time ago or killed.
What technology do we use?
And our platform is Pico 8.
Looks like the pencil's broken. We should dance to fix it.
Anyways, you can laugh at the part that sounds like a fart.
We wanted there to be more levels, but we just didn't have the time.
That was Rainbow Repair. Rainbow Repair. Next up is Unfactorio. Unfactorio, did I properly cue you up? I did. Okay, good. Next up is Hell in a Handbasket. Hell in a Handbasket, please come to the stairs.
Hey, it's fun. So there's a bunch of there's a lot of samples of the genre of game where a player sort of crash lands or washes up in a vibrant natural environment and has to construct tools, an ultimate machine.
Oh my god, we all suck.
Yeah, there's a lot of samples of the genre where you wash up in an unfamiliar environment and you have to construct tools and ultimately build machines where to survive and escape.
What's going on?
And this generally involves, strip mining resources and destroying the terrain. And so with that in mind, we made our mission for a game with the theme of repair, which is called Unfactorio. The premise of Unfactorio is that a player came through playing one of those games and then left behind them a devastated and polluted environment. And our player spawns in the world as a dryad tasked with repairing the world. The game plays out as a sort of tug-of-war between nature and pollution. The dryad, as you see, spreads nature wherever she walks. She can also have the power to channel to increase the growth. And eventually flowers and more trees will start spawning, which also further enhances the power of nature in the world. Meanwhile, there are abandoned factories that are spewing pollution everywhere. So there's the premise of world power, which a dryad can increase by growing trees and cleansing polluted water sources. And without that boost, the pollution will eventually overwhelm her because it has a numerical advantage mechanically. And the game is won when you get enough natural power to overcome the pollution.
Who did the sound design?
I'm Evan Miller. I made the game. Jacob here did the sound. Honda and Myra were our artists, and Sky and Sam helped with programming.
Yeah. They went to go home and sleep.
One of the total accidental mechanics that I super like is because we update points based on where the dryad is. If you walk over to pollution and you don't have enough power to conquer it, you'll actually spread it yourself.
Yeah. decarbonize fossil fuels. Sorry.
We had to cut the Twitch stream and everything.
Family show.
I know this stuff. I think we're done.
I was gonna play out. The video's only like 26 minutes.
This is really sad. This is for me.
It is actually
It's
super
for
fun,
you?
and
Yeah.
if I say so myself, actually pretty fun. Unlike every other game I've made at the jam, I actually really enjoyed playing it, which is fun.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was Unfactorial. Coming up to the stage is Helen and Handbasket. On side stage on the stairs, Night Manager. Night Manager, please come to the stairs. If you're presenting, eat that mic. Pick it up, hold it in your hand, pass it around.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. All right. Hello.
You can take it off the thing.
Woo. Hello, everybody. Okay, so we are Helen and Handbasket. Essentially, our game was a tiny little demon guy is trying to collect souls in order to fix the gates of hell and close them again so that the souls don't escape. Now watch. Oh no. There we go. Maybe.
Click it.
I got it.
Are you sure?
Maybe. So many things went very well. We didn't have all that many issues, surprisingly. We knocked on a lot of wood to make sure that that didn't happen. I did a lot of the environment, like the outside environment, and all of the level design. Kate here did all of our problem solving. Noah also programmed, and he did the character controller. He made the jump feel super epic and satisfying. Jessica did character modeling and texturing. Oh, here, Jessica. Your hand. Okay, perfect. Melody did all of the sounds and music, and it was actually her idea. This whole hell idea was great. And then Becca did all of the platforms, all of the bridges, and yeah, a lot of the textures you see are hers as well. This is me playing. I play tested all the time, and this was before I knew that there was a double jump. So that was fun. Just wait until the end because there's a funny surprise. It's great. Just keep watching.
Afraid of heights, right?
What?
I'm afraid of heights.
I know, it gets a little intimidating. Souls.
What else would a demon need?
Definitely marshmallows. Good job, Honda. Just wait.
That one.
And I couldn't figure out what to do after that. So, that was the end. Yeah, that's how I'm Handbasket. Thank you.
That was Helen and Handbasket. Thank you, Helen and Handbasket. Next up on stage is Night Manager. Sandcastle, you're on cue. Can you please come to the stairs? I just want to inform everybody, we can't dim the lights because then we couldn't see the people's faces who are talking, and we love the people's faces.
So I put a YouTube link because I couldn't figure out how to put the YouTube video on here. The link didn't make it, but maybe we can get out and just search YouTube real quick.
Do it, bro.
Yay!
Here's your timer starting now.
So, just while we're doing this, right? I'm Jake Schillen. I made this game. I'm ready to go to bed. With me, who also made this game, we have Mariah Young, who did our animations and our player characters. We have Melanie Templin, who did all of our tech, all of our assets as well. We've got Isaiah Holt, who did the background and a very special asset. We have Alex Bonesteel, who isn't here. He's at home, sleeping, hopefully. He's our UI UX programmer. He did great. Bade came in midway through yesterday and saved the day. He's our game programmer. Shaquille Khan is not here. He's in England, believe it or not. So the furthest destination, I guess, out of anybody. I don't know what I'm saying. He did all the music. I'm Jake. I did the design, and I couldn't bring up the video. Come on. Where is this?
Go to Chrome. Go to Chrome. Hit escape.
Oh, we're not in PowerPoint. So I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody finished their game, right? Everybody self-published? Okay. Steam takes 30%, but not if you don't give your game to them. So let's do this.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
See what you searched recently.
What is our game called? Oh yeah.
Let's see how good your SEO is.
It's not.
Game make Jake.
Does anyone have any questions? Oh, I found it. Never mind. No questions, damn it. No questions.
We're doing it live.
We're going to do it live. So our game is called Night Manager. You're about to see the credits. I just did all this, so don't worry about it. Night Manager, you play the Night Manager at a museum. It's your first day. The first thing that happens is that you break the centerpiece of the entire museum. So you've got to go around to all of the other art in the museum, and you've got to steal pieces from it, like the robot's head, or that not Starbucks over there. And this is how you do it. We got a little bag, a little UI component here, and then you assemble it onto the centerpiece that you had broken. You have to find some way to make it all shape up, all match up. It's never gonna work though. And then you have a timer, it's 30 seconds, and at the end of the night, the morning comes, your boss shows up and judges you. They're wearing very thick glasses. You might actually fool them, I don't know. Oh, that's you. Thank you, Night Manager. We are the Midnight Crew.
That was Midnight Crew with Night Manager. And also, great skills at improv.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? I'm kidding.
Up next is Sandcastle.
Sandcastle, I'm so sorry.
Can we go back to present mode?
Yes.
Just go to full screen at the bottom there.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
a little to the right. a little to the
Everybody's
right.
yelling at me?
Yeah,
I don't know.
There we go. We're not yelling.
This is my first time on a computer.
We love you, Jake. Next up is Sandcastle. Sandcastle, eat that mic.
Sandcastle. All right. Hello. Hopefully no one had any good issues today. All right. So this is Sandcastle, and there's a whole bunch of us. But here we go. I'm Terry, game programmer. This is Ray.
Hi.
Something. Marcel, programmer. Corbin, environment artist and moral support. Alicia, 2D artist. Shading, programmer. Ben, audio.
And I'm Vega, and I'm their friend.
Shout out to Vega.
I draw for fun.
Oh, madman!
Sandcastle, game where you defend your castle against all threats, foreign and domestic.
We originally called it Sad Castle for a reason you're about to see, because you know how when you're at the beach and you're making a sand castle and you know people do that thing and they step on your castle? That's what this game's all about. Let's hit it. That's what we just told you. All right. That's our prototype for a shark, which we kept as a fish.
Go shark!
Get groovy with that music. So he's going around trying to fix his castle because everybody's getting in the way, and oh, lightning, maybe. Oh, there it is. Oh no! Always when you least expect it. Oh yeah, party guy, beach goer. Shouldn't throw beer bottles at a kid's sandcastle. Lesson 1. It says no littering. He didn't even follow the directions. Oh, another. Oh, man. Oh. Get in there. Oh, sorry, little dude. Oh, that's a big shark. Thankfully, sharks despawn in this game. Uh-oh, what's that? Yeah, it's a pretty fun game with lots of, here's a blooper reel. Boom. See, that's how quickly you can overtake the sandcastle. You can't really build it that quick in that context. But yeah, let's see, does anyone else want to talk about our challenges? Or, oh, we got 16 seconds. I think we can take it there. Thanks for listening and seeing, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was Sandcastle Sad Castle. Next up, I failed to cue them up. Zen Retro Fixer. Zen Retro Fixer. Oh, it's my friend Bilgum. Easy. Up next on the queue is Mayor Quandary. Or is that Mayor Quandary? Is that the right name? Okay, cool. Okay, here's Bilgum.
Hello. So I'll start this. Oh no. I will start this. Yes. So in this game, you are trying to fix retro computers. And retro computers were simple machines with just CPU, ROM, RAM, and a video chip. So these 4 chips can be in one of multiple failure modes. They can be shorted inside, they can be disconnected, they can have logic errors, etc. And various combinations of these failures cause different results. In this game, you're trying to basically debug what's going on. You have these blue chips that are known good chips, so you can replace the chips. On the lower right bottom there's an area where that's supposed to represent you measuring the rail voltage. If one of the chips is shorted, then the rail voltage will show 0. That's like that kind of debugging. So for example, here you end up with a garbled screen. You know that means like RAM somehow has garbled data, or maybe the VIC chip is, the video chip is broken. So for those of you, the other 3 people in the room who are as old as I am, this may kind of look familiar, but it's using these computers was a very Zen experience, and fixing them is kind of like that too. And there is a logic to how the symptoms are showing up. Like there's a crude emulation of these machines at some level, which should have been explained so that you don't have to reverse engineer to learn in the main menu in the how these computers work part, which I couldn't get to. So if you were to play this game now, you would have to reverse engineer with like plain things. And the change, every action you do to fix, like replacing taking out a chip or something, costs money and time. And like at the top left, you have like what the repair is quoted for. So you're trying to make money. And by the way, you have a huge penalty if you replace a chip that wasn't broken. Like you're wasting valuable retro chips there are so few of them left anyway. So you shouldn't do that. So the game is basically you play 5 repairs in a row and you try to make as much money as possible out of them. That's your final score. I think that's about it. Yeah. I mean, this is like heavily simplified. A real Commodore 64 would have about 30 of them, but yeah. Eric, thank you.
That was Bilgum with Zen Retro Repair. Up next is Mayor Quandary on the main stage. If you are Comrade Cosmonaut, please report to the stairs.
What is up?
Is that your video, by the way?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. Oh. I know, she's cute. What's up? We're Mayor Quandary. I'm Zach. I did the sound and the music. That's Milo. He's one of our incredible artists. Adrian, programming genius. Liz is our design goddess. Soriani is our other incredible artist. And Tristan is our other incredible programmer. I'll talk very briefly about the concept. And then I'll play the video because this soundtrack slaps and I don't want my voice on top of it. So imagine the island of misfit toys. And by misfit, we mean socially misfit. They are very deviant toys. You are the newly elected mayor, and you're going to solve all of their problems through a Tinder-like app.
You got a few seconds.
This also features the choir, the Seattle choir. I can't get credit for that. You'll hear it.
Lost, so.
And your time is up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was Mayor Quandary. Mayor Quandary. Huh? Is this not Cosmonaut?
This is not it. I can get it on YouTube real quick though.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just go to the Chrome window that's already open.
If you are Neighborhood Knockout, please report to the stairs.
No, don't change that. Don't change that. No.
Okay, I got Neighborhood Knockout up. What do I do?
Just open a new tab.
Sorry.
Open a new tab.
You got it. Sorry. Sorry, that was a close one. Sorry about that, guys. Almost bad.
A quick few administrational announcements. I'm still trying to finish off the slides. I do strongly encourage you to double check that that your video is in there and that it is correct. And also, if you're going to the stairs, don't cross in front of the stage. Don't cross in front of the Twitch stream. If you're on the right, just go around the building. Okay, here's Comrade Cosmonauts.
Okay, so this is a game we made. A lot of stuff went wrong, but we still made a game, so I'm happy. I'm kind of proud of like how we did technically on this one, and I think aesthetically it looks not bad. We didn't really get time to balance it, and there's a lot of tutorialization I still would have done. But hey, we ran out of time. We made something, so that's cool. Honestly, I think this video isn't that great, but so yeah, basically you throw like these missiles at these like aliens. You're a Soviet cosmonaut, and you gotta save the world. And Stalin tells you how to do that. And there's a lot of really bad sound effects. That was not great. The sound was not great on this one, but definitely own that. But the gameplay is actually pretty cool. So you like repair these like spaceships to make them like shoot missiles, and you can push them around, and you gotta like identify the choke points between the asteroids to position them there. I think this was like a pretty objective success given you know, I mean, it's all right. A lot of stuff went wrong. We still made a game, and we learned something. So yeah, our team was pretty cool. There were more of us. They're all tired. We worked pretty hard. And I think in terms of like decent code, like in terms of like code architecture, just like organization, physics and stuff, this is probably my strongest game jam yet, so I'm happy about that. I think the art just looks fantastic. I don't know anything about art, but I'm sure the art is well architected and modularized as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with these people again. It was good. The sound just kind of sucks, but whatever. Okay, so you can see those aliens are coming towards our nexus right now, and we don't have someone in position, so we're about to get Shrek'd. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit so you can actually see it. Yeah, 20 seconds left. I'm gonna skip ahead more. Okay, they're coming in. There's no explosion effects because we didn't get to that. And we're out of time, I guess, right? Yeah, so. Okay, we got like 10 seconds. Okay, thanks. Sorry about the mess up with the. At least I didn't close the limit. That would have been really bad. But not as bad as the Git problems we had to deal with. You don't want to see this video.
That was Comrade Cosmonaut. Neighborhood Knockout. If you're still on cue, then nope. We gotta go back to the slides real quick. Are we checking the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can talk. How you guys doing? We're halfway through the stream. We're halfway through the presentation, which is great. I'm frantically trying to get the rest of the slides in, which is also good.
Stream's up.
Stream's up? Ah, good. Nice. Neighborhood Knockout. Are you on cue? Cool. On cue to stage left, can we get Getting Ahead? Getting Ahead, can you report to the stairs? Here is Neighborhood Knockout.
Okay, so we had a huge team, partially on purpose, kind of on accident. I'm Kyle, I write code. Okay, oh god. We got Mitch, also on code. We got Trin, also on code. Joe making 3D assets. Leo on code. Jeremiah on 3D assets. Kyle, level design, and just getting everything together. We got Joshua, who made the music. We got Jacob, who's also on code, and then another Jacob, who's on code. We also had a third Kyle for like 8 hours, who did the main menu and some of like the background animation for the main menu. We had a Ryan, who was like a project manager for the first day and a half, who is not here today. And is there anyone else?
Another Joe. There was another Joe. Did the music. Oh, yeah.
We had Josiah also, who did sound effects. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, so it's 2v2 local. It's two feuding neighbors, and the idea is that you're trying to break as much stuff in your neighbor's house and keep the stuff in your house repaired. In the back, you see there's a passive score that kind of goes up every second based on how much stuff in your house isn't broken. All of the objects that are breakable are made up of a bunch of different subcomponents that can reorient themselves when they're being repaired or when they're breaking, so it looks really cool. But there's not a lot of repairing going on right now. And that's pretty much it. You can also throw bottles around. They don't do anything, but it's really fun, so we kept it in anyway. Okay, so yeah, we built in Unity. We use a program called Magica Voxel for all the 3D assets, which none of our artists had ever used before, so it's pretty impressive that we got all this stuff. And the animations we got online somewhere. I don't know how they work or where we got them. Mixamo. And it's supposed to stop at 8.5 seconds, the timer. We implemented that like 30 minutes after the deadline, so it's not 100%, but it's pretty close. Oh, yep, there we go.
That was Neighborhood Knockout. Big Neighborhood Knockout. To the queue, can we get Road Repair? Road Repair, can you report to the stairs? Up on stage, get your hands together for Getting Ahead.
I have a team somewhere. Two. Okay, we are getting ahead. You guys have the concept for.
Yes, you go.
Sure. While we wait for people to come up, the concept is that you are a robot trying to get your head, but I guess we start with a head now, so you know a lot of things happened. But you're a robot trying to get your head and repair yourself after all the robots got surged with power or something. Yeah. The technology's pretty cool. That's why it's pretty cool.
What is the technology?
So I had this idea to use reinforcement learning, which is a really bad idea to use in a game jam because it takes quite a long time to train the agent. And the main challenge we had was that I was kind of training it only to do flat surfaces. And then Rob worked really late last night doing this nice curve thing. And I thought, well, maybe he could just flatten it out, but apparently that's quite hard. So we kind of just hacked around, and then for a while it was going to be a game that we're going to tell people you could finish it, but you wouldn't be able to finish it because it couldn't climb up things. But then Rob had an idea to kind of do a super jump that doesn't use reinforcement learning, it uses kind of a Unity kind of thing. Just introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I made some of 2D art. And I worked with Ernest to get the textures done correctly on the models.
Hi, I'm Ernest, and I did some 3D models. That's about it.
Hi, I'm Rob. I kind of did everything else. So as for the super jump he's talking about, the machine learning is actually built to kind of understand the environment it's in, and we kind of just took it and threw it up into space where it had no idea where it was. So we kind of made the machine a little confused, and it works. So you don't always have to know what you're doing. Okay. It was a fun little project trying out the machine learning. You are, as a player, actually not directly controlling the robot. You're just kind of giving it the intention on which way it's supposed to move, and you have to kind of balance it because it's basically a baby robot that doesn't know how to walk, and babies have trouble standing up. All right. That's it.
That was Getting Ahead. Thank you so much, Getting Ahead. On the stairs, on cue, is DRY or Die. DRY or Die, can you please report to the stairs? Up on stage, put your hands together for Road Repair. And Road Repair, I don't know if I got your video right or not, so double check it for me.
I did the thing.
Just hit present.
Present top right.
No. That's not.
Oh, we can watch that one again. That was it.
That was finesse.
No.
No.
Go back.
What?
Go back one. Yeah,
What?
you have
So
to
is
go
that the wrong video?
That is the wrong
So
video.
go one more. I think I switched two people because they had very similar themes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I mixed up DIY or Die, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
All right, cool. How's it going, everybody? Woo! Awesome. I'm Max. I'm the sound designer and composer for Road Repair. I don't want to.
My name is Jackie, and I'm in charge of the art.
I'm Corey. I helped, got snacks, and
I'm Nikki. I did a lot of the programming.
I'm Diane. I did some of the other programming and some vague amount of PMing.
And before I hand this back, I just want to say I'm really proud of this group because like 3 of us had never been to a game jam before, and 2 of us had never opened Unity before, and here we are. Yeah.
So without further ado, let's check this out.
Click present.
Okay, we're gonna click present and check it out. All right, there we go.
All right, so in road repair, you're not driving the car. You're actually just moving the things out of the way, repairing the road for the car. Because if it gets hit, then the car has bad time. Also known as takes damage.
It's very exciting.
As you can tell, our colliders are No, we had a great time. Actually, this went really smoothly. Like, from my point of view, everything seemed to happen
Smoother than the
Smoother.
frame rate.
Yes, that's my computer.
That's it.
That's our game.
That was road repair. Thank you, road repair. I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, this team's name. Ethan's Ascension. Ethan's Ascension, please report to the stairs. Up on deck, up on stage. Everyone put your hands together for DIY or die. And just go back one slide. Thank you.
I'm a little short. Alright, there we go. Hi, my name is Kayla, and this is our game, DIY or Die. And the lovely people here in our group is John, who is our programmer, Avery, who is also our programmer, Fabian, who is our music person and audio implementation, then Grace, who is our other music person, and then we have Paxton, who is the other artist, and MJ, who is our lovely programmer. So pretty much the game is about your patched up car patched together that's dying during a road trip. And pretty much what you have to do is materials that are falling in your car. Oh my god, stagger, sorry. Okay, so pretty much your car's about to break down, and in order to get to your destination, you have to repair your car with random miscellaneous items that can repair your parts so that your main car doesn't break down. And we also implemented a crafting system to where you can upgrade your miscellaneous parts to make actual upgradable items so that you can last longer during the trip. And yeah. But yeah, so GitHub, totally great. Wonderfully done, and totally didn't eat up a kind of a big chunk of our work, but I'm really happy that we were able to get this lovely game to work with all the wonderful art pieces. And yeah.
Yeah, expanding on the Git issues. So this is my first jam, also, like roll. In all my knowledge of Unity, one day in, I looked at this, all these meta files are kind of annoying. What if I just put them in the Git ignore? And I was like, yeah, I also asked Avery, he's like, hey, do we need these meta files? Like, I think 80% chance no. I was like, okay, I'll put it in. We ran into issues, but fixed it by the end.
Thank you so much.
That was DIY or die. To the stairs, could we get repair device? Repair device, please report to the stairs. And in the meantime, put your hands together for Ethan's Ascension.
Hello, everyone. This is the wrong video. There we go. We are Team Skyfall, I guess. My name is Jason. I'm the project manager or producer, whatever you want to call it. Boaz here was on design and coding. Everest here did a lot of art. B did video editing and art. Tyler did design, a lot of particle effects too. Bobby here had, we did programming. Vincent did programming. Sorry about that. Kira did art, and Jacob did design and a lot of programming too. here we have the game. That's not the game. Here it is. So yeah, development for this was pretty fun, and having a big team had a lot of unique challenges. Getting started took us a while because we had so many ideas and we are all very passionate about them. In this game, you are Ethan, and you have crashed your ship, and you need to go to each part of the level and retrieve your ship part, and then use the ship part as a new upgrade for your platforming abilities. And so, yeah, development was a little tough, obviously, but we had a lot of fun making it, and having such a big team was actually a lot of fun, at least to produce on my end. It was pretty good. We also had a lot of fun learning a lot of new things. I think each of the team members tried something new this game, and here we have the beautiful credit screen.
Thank you very much. That was Ethan's Ascension. Thank you, Ethan's Ascension. Onto the stairs. Can we get power to music to save the world via the Reaper of Cycle of Soul of Reincarnation? Hello. The stream died. We'll check it really quick. Just in case anyone missed that, that was power to music to save the world to repair the cycle of cells for reincarnations. Woo! Well, it looks like we're live. I think we're streaming off Wi-Fi right now, and it takes time to catch up. So they'll pop back in eventually. But we're also recording locally, so if we don't catch it now, we will put it on later. Is it live now?
Did somebody leave a phone up here?
Huh?
Did somebody leave a...
Oh, someone left a phone upstairs. Please report to the stairs to the left to catch your phone. Okay. Are we cool to continue? I think we're cool to continue. Please put your hands together for repair device.
Howdy. That's not how you do that. What have I done?
Just hit escape, maybe hit escape, and it'll take you somewhere. There you go.
Okay, there we go. So I wanted to see if I could do a solo jam and actually make something that ran, and I ended up doing that. My idea was to make a game where your devices, whether it be Bluetooth headphones or whatever else, kind of just unpair, and you have to repair them within a certain amount of time. The idea was to kind of scale up in what you have to repair over time. But I only ended up getting 2 levels in, so you gotta stop your car to repair for safety. And that's all I had time for.
That was Repair Device. Thank you, Repair Device. I've just been notified that the last of our videos has finally been uploaded and added to the spreadsheet. What this means is please stop editing the spreadsheet. Please. I can't track it all, so I'm freezing the spreadsheet from here on. To the stairs, can I get Repair Gravity? Repair Gravity, please report to the stairs. And on stage, we now have power to music to save the world by the Reaper of Cycle of Soul Reincarnation.
Video long. I'm Sam.
I'm Mac.
We like anime. Mac composed all this. It is very impressive. That is the 10-person choir.
Beware.
Beware, there's a little bit of static coming up.
Also, we had Colin and DM, but they're gone.
And thank you to all the 10 people who came out and actually did this as a like last ditch effort.
There's a story here, but it's very long and silly, and very anime.
We were very fortunate to be able to have 2 audio people on this team, a musician, and then somebody doing all the rest of this audio implementation in the background. So thanks to all of them, thanks to DM and Colin for being at home. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. That was Power to Music to Save the World by the Cycle of Soul Reincarnation. On the stairs, can I have Nailgun please report to the stairs? And on cue, on desk, on stage, we have Repair Gravity. Repair Gravity, please come up and confirm for me the video is correct.
Let's find out.
Yeah, it should be correct. Yes, it's right there.
Hit present, please. Ah, fantastic.
Cool. So, hello everybody. My name is Maria. This is Jeff, and we're a team of 2. This was actually my first jam. This is your third. This is his 3rd jam. So it was pretty cool. And yeah, we were brainstorming ideas like repair. What could we repair? Well, what if physics broke? Okay, let's just pick like one physics law, and we picked the law of gravity. And so, what if gravity broke? Like, what would that look like? And so we envisioned that basically gravity would start pushing into all sorts of directions, and that's how we came up with all the areas in which directions pointing differently based on the arrows. And then you would have these switches that would change the direction of gravity depending on the color. And so the goal is to get all of them pointing downwards to fix gravity. And so this was actually a pretty tricky level. I ended up I ended up just simplifying it for a bit because I kept dying and I was succeeding about 30% and always not intentional. So we ended up simplifying the level just to film it. And later on, and basically if you get thrown in the fire, the game just resets. So yeah, yay, that worked. I did the art and the level design, Jeff did the programming, and he's exhausted. Because we had a lot of issues with Unity, and there were still a few bugs, but I managed to avoid those. Is there anything you wanted to add?
No. So kind of how this game works is that we have these buttons, and when you collide with them, it does an action on the colors that it represents. So the rotate symbol means it rotates both of those colors, or in the case of 2 buttons on the left, it's just a solid color. And then we have one button that's the trade symbol, so it will swap those 2 colors with each other. So yeah, that was the idea, is to kind of create a little puzzle to solve while also being manipulated by this broken gravity.
Thanks.
That was Repair Gravity. Thank you, Repair Gravity. On the stairs, can I get support system? Support system, please report to the stairs. In the meantime, please put your hands together for Nailgun.
Hello, I'm Brandon, and this is Demetrius. Second game jam, first game jam. and we had a hard time with the theme in the beginning. We were like, repair, what can we do with that? So we started like thinking of like breaking stuff and repairing stuff. So we ended up at Home Depot actually, and we saw a nail gun, and it kind of like a cool aesthetic going on with some nails. So
I got excited.
We got pretty excited. So we wanted to pin stuff to a wall. That's our game, and we kind of started off with like wood. We wanted to like the idea was that stuff would just fall out of the air and you just pin it to a wall, and we thought like the chaotic nature of that mechanic would be fun. And then if this video would load, you could probably see it, but yeah, that kind of took a different direction. But yeah, there's our screen. Do you want to talk about the art a little bit?
Pretty much I'm a hard surface modeler, and I just want to make pretty shit, so, I mean, stuff.
Yeah, so it started off with some direction, and then we eventually, the mechanic kind of like tapered off, so like you can see like when you click on it, it just kind of goes anywhere. But I like the spawning mechanic, so eventually it just kind of like became the rest of the game. You have to get to the top and get out of your weird end of world apocalypse arena. Yeah. But then eventually, like, you start getting to like a state where it's like you're like just like on top of like this, you're parkouring pretty much on wood, and then there's like this crown at the end. Yeah.
The win condition is you touch the crown and you win the game.
Yeah. I think I make a pretty epic jump here. Yeah, and then it just, that sucked. Another thing was that it takes a long time to get to the top, so we were worried about the 3-minute mark for these videos. So we had to cut it down, and then let me just get to the end right here. There we go, I make that jump. And then there's the crown. Ooh. Thank you.
That was Nailgun. Thank you so much, Nailgun. On the stairs, can I get Super Repair Bros? Super Repair Bros, please report to the stairs. And in the meantime, Support System's coming on up. Support System!
Eat the mic!
Okay. Hey everybody, we're Juice Squad. Our first game was at the previous jam that Seattle Indies put on, the Seattle Indies Game Jam, and we decided to all come back as a team again for this one, and this is our game Support System. This is where the stream is, I think. Okay, cool. We decided to go with a puzzle platformer this time. We just sort of decided to go that route. Let me pull up my notes here because I don't know what I'm saying. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to pass it off to you guys because you wanted to talk more about the state of development. So this is Zan. Zan did a lot of the art. I'm going to pass it over to them.
Thank you, Aaron. So our first game was Grave Boss. As Aaron said, we did it at the Seattle Indies Game Jam back in November, and it was kind of a meme game. It was
big, it was ridiculous, it was kind of explosive. This game is a lot more subdued. The reason for that is both a desire to experiment and the fact that ultimately this game is still in our home base. Both of the games have a lot of narrative aspects that are just underneath the surface. They have an interesting mechanic that kind of twists the game a little bit from what you would normally expect of the genre. And it's got a lot of juice. You may have noticed, juice is our thing.
Yeah, so piggybacking off what Zan said, my name is Brad, I did the programming. So working with an amazing sound designer and musician and designer and art person, you have all these great ideas and there's me implementing them. And it's crazy. So Rave Boss was a lot of content for one moment, and something very early we decided was to make very few things that could provide a lot of moments. And everything was modular, so I just built all this stuff, and it made level designing easier. We just dragged it all in. No referencing other objects in the Unity scenes. It was great, and we had a lot of fun. Overall, it was really, really cool. I think it turned out really cool. Watch it. I mean, go play it.
We were going to talk about what we could do to improve next time and what our difficulties were. We're running a little low on time, so I just want to say every single level has a unique piano riff, and I never want to compose a piano riff again.
Thanks to all the mentors who helped, because there's so many people.
Thank you so much. Solved so many of our problems. Thank you so much.
That was Support System by Juice Squad Games, Juice Squad Games. Very good, very good. On cue in the stairs, we have Deep Diving Dilemma. Deep Diving Dilemma, please report to the stairs. On stage, put your hands together for Super Repair Bros.
So this is our team. We made a game and the video explains everything. So I'll just let it run and then I'll add a couple of things in it.
This is our team: Louis, Pablo, Micah, Jorge, and Mike. Super Smash Bros. Escape the ditch by repairing the robot body while fighting others for parts. Yep, all summed up here. Then we sketched it out. Looks great. Then we started production and things were going great. If they didn't, well, we say it's not a bug, it's a feature. The art was done by Micah through Adobe Illustrator, and the initial concept he came up with involved simple colors but had a very nice appeal to it.
We went back and forth to discuss robot parts and how they work, and reached an agreement.
These are the many assets that Micah has come up with, and we thank him for such wonderful work. And this is how it looks so far. Programming was done by Jorge and Pablo in Unity. Kudos to them for dealing with all the collisions, particles, physics, controllers, along with debugging as well. They also sent that code back and forth. JK. A lot of the playtesting were done by them and revised their work again and again and again and again. Then it all worked. Well, you know how it goes. And this is how the logic, particles, and movement work so far. Finally, audio, done by Louis and myself. Louis and I both use Cubase for our tracks and sound effects. I mainly wrote the music for the game, and Louis focused on sound effects. Here are some sound effects by Louis. This video backtrack is his as well. We decided to go for a more goofy banjo tune that captured the silliness of the gameplay. Then rock music would play when all your body parts are obtained to escape, but we haven't gotten that far yet, so it'll just be outro music. Thank you. Enjoy.
So in the end, we did get that far, and we finished a game that can be played by 4 people. And there's a goal that whoever gets there first wins, and you just have to get parts to be able to do that. And this is Pablo, I'm Jorge, those are Mike, Louis, and Micah, who had to leave. Who did all the
That was Super Repair Bros with a documentary presentation. More of those, please. On the stairs, can we get Mech Medic? Mech Medic, please report to the stairs.
Thank you.
And in the meantime, can we get Deep Diving Dilemma up on stage?
Okay, hello everyone. We're the community, mostly because most of us actually come from outside of Seattle. However, there are a couple of members that can't be here tonight, mostly from fatigue. So that's going to be May, our amazing producer and designer. That's going to be Ariel, who's a great UI artist and did most of the 2D art that you see in here, including that nice map right up there. And then finally, we also have Wilson, who is an amazing artist. However, he did head home and finally crashed today. Otherwise, I'm Joseph Fisher. I'm the person that did all the randomization that you see for the spawning, as well as lighting changes. Otherwise, we'll start it and then we'll pass it down. That way we can all talk about what we did.
Let it play for a second. Alright, I'm Devin. I'm one of the programmers of the 4 that we have. I did a lot of just like general programming, fixing stuff in collab. A lot of that, shout out to Ray, helped me with GitHub Desktop. Otherwise, I could have not have done anything.
It was that sound.
Some of the sound design.
I'm Trent, and I'm the composer. And with this music, there's 3 speeds to it. Changes by 10 beats per minute, so it gets more suspenseful, but I wanted it to overall feel heroic and feel nautical, kind of like, you got this, instead of like, I can't do this.
I'm Sam Damon. I was one of the other 4 programmers. I mostly did the submarine movement, so all of the submarine moving is what I did. I also designed the, I put the obstacles in the cave and so on and so forth.
I'm Belle. I did a lot of the, so all of the other 3 players besides the submarine, I coded all of the movement there, and I was the one who implemented the dynamic sound, so when the music speeds up, slows down, according to the health, I was the one who got that to work. I also... yeah, sure.
So I'm Thomas. I was the character modeler for the 3 heroes. We got a sailor, a worker, and a diver. Also, I did a lot of the texturing. Wilson, he did most of the items that you pick up. And we're just about to run out of time. So, thank you.
All right, thank you, Deep Diving Dilemma. Next we have Mech Medic, and then to the stairs, can we get Kick Asteroids, please? Mech Medic, you're up now.
Heyo, we are Team Gouda, and this is not our game. This is our game. I'm gonna quickly pass this around and everyone can talk about what they did. Hi, I'm Michael. I did a lot of tech art, so lighting and shaders and helping with some blueprints and stuff like that. This is Daniel. Oh, you can introduce yourself. I don't know why you're sitting there.
Hi, I'm Daniel. Also go by Dan. Also, we have another Dan who didn't introduce himself, but he did a lot of the environment art and props and VFX. I'm the other Dan. I did the initial scope of the game and the character art and a lot of world building.
Hi, I'm Marcy. I did the music composing for the game.
Hi, I'm Corey, and I did design, which was really more like taking all of our ideas and shoving them together into something cohesive.
I'm Justin. I did some of the programming. One of this guy, he did a lot, but tried to help
keep things together, the programming, fought a lot of Git issues, you know, the standard, it's a common theme tonight, repairing the project, that kind of thing.
My name's Austin. Yep.
My name is Cody. I did 3D modeling and concept art for the game.
This is Magnetic. In a post-apocalyptic futuristic environment, you and another player compete to try to get to a destroyed mech in the distance. You basically act as a courier service. So you have to pick up parts that can repair this mech. You basically have to race to the finish so that you can get the paycheck instead of the other one.
The other player's AFK at the moment.
Yeah. So as you can see, this is a very, very early pre-alpha build. So we had some really interesting successes and failures working as a large team. What was really neat for us was we were able to establish the feel that we wanted for the environment pretty early. This was, we wanted this kind of like being able to see the target in the distance and make that really clear. That being said, given it was a large team, it was very easy for our gameplay decisions to work kind of like telephone. Half of the room had one idea about how things were going to go, and the other half had a different idea, so keeping in sync was always a challenge. So overall, I think one of the biggest things we learned was when you want to make big gameplay changes, you make the biggest ones at the very beginning of the game, and then those gameplay changes should get smaller incrementally and be the smallest at the end. Things like integrating the audio should not happen within the last 2 hours. So, you're hearing the amazing music and just a tiny bit of James Morello's sound design. We're trying to get the rest integrated.
Yeah, go King, Gouda Squad. Gouda Squad, I don't know our own name.
That was Gouda Squad. Gouda Squad with Magnetic. Incredibly polished with pre-early alpha and a 40-hour game. On deck, we have Prithvi Patience. Prithvi Patience, please report to this deck. And on stage, we have Kick Asteroids. That's a great name. Kick Asteroids.
Hey everybody, this is Team Mocap. I'm going to go really fast here. We have a 3-minute video, so 10 seconds into me talking, we're going to hit play. The team here is Jose on programming, who's the only person that's done a game jam here before on our team. I've been in the industry for a while. This is my first jam. We thought we'd try mocap, and this is the entire mocap system right in this bag. Go ahead and hit play. Okay, this is going to say most of it, and I'll talk over in some good spots here. Okay, and Caitlin Bird is the actor, did the title screens and the video editing. What are we working on?
We're making Kick Asteroids.
The wonderful ship art was done by Brittany Drew.
How's it going? It's going pretty good.
Here we got Josh Schmidt doing the mocap tech, getting
some music.
Getting ready here.
Josh's music too.
All this music was done by Josh at the same time as I didn't get on the mic. Our source safe was an innovative feature we use. It's called SneakerNet. If anyone recognizes it, it is called a hard drive we pass back and forth to each other. I was fortunate enough to have these fine folks do the mocap for a change. I've done it for 20 years, and I had a chance to direct and project manage. And I would like to say the Easter egg is those asteroids have the face of Mitch McConnell on each one. And you can kick those asteroids as much as you want. I hand the mic off.
Yeah, do the mocap and the voiceover, a little bit of narration, tons of fun. Go ahead and add anything if you want to. I came in to help out with the ship because they were needing 3D artists, and
a hand, please?
Yeah, this is my first game jam. This was a blast. Thank you guys for having us. It was super fun.
Finish the mic with our programmer.
So this wasn't my first game jam, but this is my first time working with mocap. Thought it was going to be difficult, but it's actually fairly straightforward. It was a lot of fun.
Later. That was Kick Asteroids. Kick Asteroids. Thank you so much. With this rise of like documentary style videos, it's fine for you just to invite someone to their game jam to just be the storyteller or take video of the documentation. For your next game jam, just bring a friend to like do the video. Just saying. On cue, we have Duct. Duct, please report to the stairs. On stage, we now have Prithvi, Patience. Everyone put it together for Prithvi, Patience.
Hey everyone.
There we go. Yeah, so apparently I'm supposed to be the one talker. So, a little bit about our team first. We're a group of friends from college, like 6 years ago. And we somehow made it all the way to Seattle, so it was cool to get together and do a game jam. So this game is based off the idea, you know when you go to the doctor and you're like, hey, I have a sore throat, and the doctor's like, you might have pneumonia, you might have cancer, maybe it's totally fine. It's never as clear cut as that. So the basic idea is you are some sort of witch doctor in a traveling cart, and you're giving these diagnoses and potions to people, except they never give you a very good idea of what their curses are. So for example, somebody might be cursed by getting bit by a werewolf, right? So he might say, hey, I'm really hungry at night. That happens to be the same exact symptom of when you get bit by a vampire. So you just kind of have to figure it out. You have to dig through, you know, a list of curses and a list of ingredients, and you have to cross-reference them and find out, you know, which elements you put together finally give them the right ingredient to go with. And we tried to do a lot of random generalization for this game because we, you know, made a lot of authored content for the last game jam, and that was a bad idea. So, you know, we have tons of different, you know, in this case, body types, face types that we match together, and yeah, we have tons of different symptoms in each disease or curse, and we randomly choose from a list of them, and some of them are visual, some of them are just descriptions, and yeah, that's basically pretty much it. Yeah, well, that's Prithvi Patience. I think that's the name. Cool.
That was Prithvi Patience. Prithvi Patience, a game that looks dumb enough I would buy on Steam. Up next we have Duct, and on cue we have Maze Term. Maze Term, please report to the stairs. Everyone put your hands together for Duct.
We're gonna just let it play.
Woohoo! I feel a little less dead on the inside now.
So we're kind of running out of time, but I thought we'd just introduce ourselves real quick. So I was Justice. I did the tech art, programming, and some of the particles.
I'm Kristen. I helped out with some of the programming.
I'm Dan. I'm Dan. I did a bunch of programming on this. We also have a teammate, Adam, who went home and he did like the 3D art and programming and the music too.
My name's Patrick. I did some of the programming, learned a lot about inverse kinematics on this. And big thanks to my buddy Crows, Anthony, who did the voice of our little duck tape earlier. Thank you so much.
That was Josh, the new 90s mascot you didn't know you needed. Up next is Mozzie Term. Everyone put your hands together for Mozzie Term. Also, correct me if I'm mispronouncing.
Yes, you are. It's Mouse Doom. It's German, it's Mouse Tower. So, in terms of repair, we have a mouse called Saint Whiskerbones. He lives in a tower that has a bell at the top. The bell's not working because the clock not doesn't work. The mouse wants to fix it. Let's see. Could be very loud. It's also Art Deco. So it's also in the style of The Incredible Machine. There are puzzles. Okay, so the last part is not fully done, but he manages to reach the clock and wants to fix it. There's a mechanism in the vault that's not working. And I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay, so Nike here did all the art that you see, which is very nice. And yeah, she can do everything. And Preston, who's on the feed, he did programming, I also did programming, and Unity Collab crapped out on us, and that's why it's not complete. Thank you.
That was Mouse Tower. Also, Omri and Naoki are two of our organizers, so when you see them afterwards, please give them an extra helpful hand of applause. Up next is Science Dragon Rampage by Robbie Zinchek. I don't know if you guys know Robbie. He comes to a lot of our game jams and he makes weird games, but he's not here tonight. So I'm going to turn it on for him. He says the narration will carry it the rest of the way. So put your hands together for Science Dragon. On the stairs, can we get washed in space? Washed in space, please report to the stairs. That's washed in space. Oh, we don't have his game in yet.
Wait, it was there.
What? Washed?
Yeah.
Work?
Right there. Yeah, that's it.
That's Robbie's?
That's Robbie's.
That's Wash in Space. Okay, you guys Wash in Space come up. I'm going to find Robbie's video and put it in. Right. Here's Wash in Space.
Hello, everybody.
Take the mic off.
Okay, fine, we'll take that. All right. Hello, everybody, and thank you for having us. We are Paul. Right. Starting off with our outstanding artists, we have Aiden Helson, the blonde man in the blue. We have Patrick Leram, the red man with the gray. And then we have Jonathan Day, who also composed our catchy music, who is in the black. And then I'm in the blue and the gray as well. I am Paul Gibbons, who had no choice on the team name. Jonathan, would you take it away?
Alright, so the concept behind our game, it's basically a squad management style game. So the concept is that you are on a base on the moon, and you have washing machines, and you're washing your money, laundering your money, if you will. And your goal is to direct your squad to try and fix the washing machines, because there are meteors flying at the washing machines, also trying to kill your troops. So the goal is to keep them alive and fix your machines.
They do a little dance. It's fine. They're fine.
That's a bug.
Oh, that's a bug.
Yeah, that's a bug.
That was Washington Space. Thank you, Washington Space. I think if Mike close to that mic, we'll freak out. We'll find out. Up next on cue is Work in Progress. I'm going to get the Dragon Sidetrack page. If you edit the presentation live and it's still presenting, you have to restart it. You just got to open it up again, and there it is. Fantastic. Okay, Robbie will take us away. Robbie, go!
In Science Dragon Rampage, you play as a robotic science dragon who has crash landed on a hostile planet. Defeat the enemies to take their technology and use it to repair yourself. This game was made in 48 hours. Initially, it is a good idea to stay somewhat in the center of the map until you've repaired some of your systems. Enemies get progressively more difficult the farther you travel, as indicated by the distance statistic. The map is procedurally generated, so it should continue to generate indefinitely out. Additionally, you can probably indefinitely repair your dragon. More difficult enemies are larger, and as you repair yourself, you will get larger as well. Defeat the enemies and collect the technology, then spend the technology in the repair menu. You can dig blocks by looking at a block and pressing X. However, there is no reason to do this. One of the first repairs you may want to invest in is flight. This is because it is much easier to fly around since the flight system controls are reasonably good, whereas the ground controls are slightly garbage. Another useful repair is shields. Once you have unlocked shields, you can press right mouse button to use them. Shields last half a second, and if you time it right, you can use it to deflect an enemy attack. This can allow you to take on larger enemies than you usually could, but beware since their attacks are very powerful. Hull plating increases health bars, and fires increase damage. Your size is determined by the lower level of either hull repair or claws. At larger sizes, you can move around the world very quickly. Sometimes castles will randomly generate. The castles will frequently contain higher level enemies, so approach with caution. You may notice that if you go back to an area, sometimes enemies or items won't spawn there. This is since there is no going back in life, and also The game is now available to download for free, so check it out. Links in the video description. Good luck, Science Dragon.
That was Robbie Zinjak speaking from home to share your Science Dragon Rampage. Thank you, Robbie. On cue, on the stairs, can we have Derelict? Derelict, please report to the stairs. And on stage, we have Work in Progress. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, welcome to No Scoped, the cross-platform MMO action RPG roguelite extraordinaire, and our submission for Global Game Jam 2020. To beat each level, just grab the flag. Use WASD to move around. Oh, dang. Some of the keys aren't working. I must have accidentally left my debug configuration in this build. But don't worry, this is an easy fix. It'll just take a few seconds. Could you edit the data.data file and restart the game? You just need to fix the key bindings to point to W, A, S, and D. Something else is wrong. I think this level was supposed to have a maze? Hey Todd? Did we ever add the maze to level 1? We did? Oh, I know the problem. Okay, so during our final merge, we did add a maze. But because we forgot to merge the tile set, we might have accidentally added an invisible maze? Could you draw us a wall tile for our maze? You'll find it in assets/images/wall.png. Draw whatever you want. It'll probably look better than Todd's awful programmer art. Such a rush to add the maze, we never got around to balancing the combat. Maybe our enemies deal a bit too much damage. Or maybe the enemies have too much health? Either way, it's a small tweak. You can nerf the enemies by tweaking the numbers in data.data. Our messy schemas might be a bit confusing, but you can read up on them in the README.
So for the short remaining time we have, this team was me and Rob and Andrew over there was too cowardly to come up. We had 3 programmers, and then Sawyer was our sound guy who's not up here, and Catherine, who was on Discord, was our voice actor. Thanks, everybody.
Some sprites are in that game. Wow, who made those sprites? On cue, we have Stalker. Stalker, we finally got your video in. Stalker, please report to the stairs. On stage, we have Derelict. Everyone put your hands together for Derelict.
Go ahead and present.
Oh, yeah.
Then hit the right key. There you go.
Oh. All right, we are, what do we call it? The Other Space Game, something like that. Oh boy, I'm blanking on Google's name. Sorry about that. We'll all introduce ourselves.
Sure. Hi, I'm Brandon Murray. I did ambient sound and I did the music.
I'm Sarah. I did the art.
I'm JT. I did implementation, I guess. I kind of did a little bit of everything.
I'm Ty, and I helped with the audio.
I didn't make all of the music.
And they call me Graham. I did design, which means I mostly just did some gray box and then complained a lot. So we made a game called Derelict, and I'm going to run this video while we talk about it a little bit, but we don't really have a whole lot to say. Should mostly speak for itself. So we went with the Art Deco diversifier and I forget the name of it, but the language independence diversifier. So we tried to have this be very language independent. You are traveling around a Art Deco space cruise liner.
and trying to fix it up. And yeah, let's play it a little bit. So you might be wondering to yourself, what is Derelict about?
So, it's about repair.
Yeah. The lighting was completely different after I built it, and so I apologize for it being almost solid black. I'm not sure what happened there. It was in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, we actually did have this whole place light up, but fortunately we got those hallway lights going so you can more or less figure your way around. So yeah, you were going around fixing up this Space Cruise liner, as I said. There was kind of an attempt at a story, but we sort of threw it out at the last minute because we didn't really have a way to put it in there. But as you can see, like, you're fixing the boiler room at the bottom. There are a few bedrooms on the second floor that are really, really hard to see right now.
That's why I fell down the stairs. I was
yeah.
recording.
That's about it, yeah.
That was Derek. Thank you, Derek. Great work. On cue on the stairs, we have ARK, Animal Repair Kit. And now on stage, we have Stalker. Is Stalker not here? Are they in an auto video? What's wrong? Yeah, cool. I'll play it for you. One. You guys should come say hi. Just hit the right key and then hit the red button. Oh, I didn't mean the right mouse. Sorry. The right arrow. Yeah.
Chat, wait, hi.
Minute starting now.
Hi. This is the mic.
Your monitor's off.
Okay, thanks.
Is my monitor
off? Hi, this is our game is called Stalker, and this is my fourth time for the game jams, and I'm the programmer, and all my teammates are the artists, and this is their first time for game jams. And also we are all current Udop students, and we are all freshmen, and we group up as a team, and we name our team as the Udop Abundance. And so, because I'm not a native speaker, and I know a few about the jokes, so I hope you may enjoy the videos and our games. So let's go. First is the funny DJs. And this is called Stalker because we, like, the players is a little boy and stalking for a girl because the girl dropped something. And you can see there's the black guy, and because on the way we want to like follow her, we like meet some complicated things, and like the person just disappeared. It's not because we killed him, it's just because he has some heart disease and we just saved him, so he disappeared. And because it's stalking, so we have to control the distance between the player and the girl. Like, you can't be too far from her or you will be like, this is a bad ending. And I was a little up for what will happen if, and it's just a thing up, and it's just show that if you move too fast and you'll be just the girl thinks that you are just a bad person and calling 911. And being up for other endings, it's just this is just a normal ending, like that's what happens. And you can see we just use like simple pictures to make the videos, like the moving items on the maps. And the funny sense, just once you move and you will like feel pleased with your mind to follow this girl, so it's just hey. And also you can do some like funny actions with the map to like hide in the buildings. I think it will show in the next map. This is the next map, and you'll see some funny, like, yeah, that's it. actually have like a variety of endings, like due to the choice you make, like whether you save the black people, and I don't mean like regions, but and whether you save the cats, and whether you have like be seen by the girl on how many times you have been by the girl, that will lead to another ending. And on this map, you just like simply fixing some garbage. Like you can see, you fix the garbage here. And yeah, I think that's it. And this is one of the ending is that the girl didn't want to, and you only go as the cat. And here shows other endings. Like I don't know whether I can play it again. Because we have 5 arts, so we have many CGs for other endings. I don't know what happened. Yeah, these are the other endings. Never mind. Hope you all enjoy the games. So.
That was Stalker.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Stalker.
And we are trying to fix the game and like publish on Steam or other you can use the gamepad to play it and the keyboards and the Android. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Stalker. Up next is Animal Repair Kit. On cue, we have UUD4T. UUD4T, please report to the stairs. Everyone put your hands together for ARC.
Is that full screen or what?
No.
If I do exit.
Already full screen. Already full screen.
There, that looks a lot better. We are Team Rex Friends, and our game is ARC, or Animal Repair Kit. So Noah's unloading the ARC, and it turns out Noah's a drunk. If you didn't know that, that's in the Bible. And he's screwed up all the animal pairs, so you have to take the pairs apart and repair them, or else God's going to be mad when they get off the ark and they can't have babies. But the thing is you don't necessarily have 2 of each species, so you just have to find animals that are like emotionally compatible and repair them. So you can see there's symbols above each animal that says what kind of things they like. So snakes like cuddling a lot, and bears are very furry. So snakes and bears get together, it's fine. They get off the ramp, and if they're like emotionally compatible, God is pleased, and they have a child and repopulate the earth. If they are not emotionally compatible, God is displeased, and he smites them, and they do not repopulate the earth. Once you get enough biodiversity with that bar at the top, then the earth can go on and things are good. But if you get too many bad things in the meantime, then that's actually just the apocalypse. We used Unreal, and we use Plastic SCM, unlike everybody else who seems to use GitHub. Plastic's great because you can lock files, and then there are no merge conflicts because somebody has to lock. So, tip for next time. Anybody else want to last thoughts? No? Sounds good. Team Rex Friends. Game is ARC.
You can introduce us.
Okay, Scott wants you to know that this is Scott. He's an effects artist. We got this is Aaron, one of our programmers. Stephanie, Victor, Mike.
Scott did all the environment part too.
Yeah.
I did environment and effects. Both.
Thank you.
That was Animal Repair Kit. Animal Repair Kit. Up next is UUD4T. UUD4T, please come up to the stage. On deck, on the stairs, is Riley. Riley, please report to the stairs. Put your hands together for our ambassadors to Ireland, UUD4T.
So I'm going to go ahead and just start playing because it's about 3 minutes long. We did a cross-site collaboration with Galway, Ireland. I'm Matt. I did programming. This is Jacob. He did sound design.
We had an artist named Kinley in Ireland. The robots laugh at you if you die to them. And we had another programmer named Nick in Ireland, and we used Unity. So, the title is UUD4T, but if you say it fast, it's WD40 also. So, in this game, you kind of find yourself trapped in this strange kind of place where there's this technology you've never seen and this really cool looking can of spray stuff that has many awesome uses, such as cleaning up rust on things and removing gunk, etc. So you use the can to clean up rust and everything, but you can also propel yourself upwards. And in order to get out of this place, you need to kind of clean things and de-rust it to open up doors and be able to move around some objects. We really had some other ideas for some more mechanics that we didn't have time to implement, like a nozzle that could extend really long and some really funny kind of physics things, like it wrapping around corners as you run and you're trying to spray things, or doing the lighter in front of the spray can for fireballs, things like that. Seems like it's pretty dark, but hopefully you can see it okay. If you spray on a fridge, you can kind of de-gunk it, and something cool can happen with it, which we'll see towards the end. Yeah, anything you want to add?
Putting it together was really great, especially with the team in Ireland. So,
yeah, it was kind of cool because we're about 8 hours behind Ireland. There was nice chunks of time where one programmer was asleep and the other was working. So as soon as one woke up, we could kind of just get together and say I woke up. I could just sync up with the other programmer, pull down, and kind of duplicate out a scene to work on based on their work. And so we did have some things we had to be careful of as far as merge conflicts, but we used Unity Collab because we were small enough to not pay for Unity teams. And it wasn't too bad. I think using prefabs helped us a lot with the merge conflict kind of scenario. So yeah, thank you.
That was UUD14. So awesome to see international collaborations. Hope we can do some of those again in the next future Global Game Jam. On cue is Shipwrecked. Shipwrecked, I think, is our final presentation for the night after Riley. On deck is Riley. Riley, please come up to the stage.
Hey, so I'm Riley. The idea behind this game is that you start off by building a vehicle which you'll use to traverse over a minefield. And as you go, your vehicle gets blown up and you have to repair it. I was kind of tired at this point, so I'll speed it up.
What you building?
Something. So this was made in C++ using Open Frameworks and Box2D. One of the challenges of doing it that way is you don't have a level editor for placing objects. You just kind of have to hard code the positions. So I didn't really end up making any levels outside of this.
this how you feel after a game jam?
Yes. Thank you.
That was right. For our final presentation for the night, we have Shipwrecked. Everyone put your hands together for Shipwrecked!
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marcus. I did some of the programming and most of the sleeping for the team. This is my friend Caspian and my other friend Josh. He did a lot of the level design and some of the modeling. Josh did a lot of the modeling and also a lot of the heavy lifting with the rest of the project. You play as a deaf alien, so that's why there's no sound. Definitely not any issues making audio at the end. Your mission is to rebuild your ship by collecting parts from around this world you've been stranded on. You have to avoid deadly obstacles like lava and, jump up tall rocks. You have to explore destroyed cities of this weird and derelict desert, I guess you could say. Yeah. There's NPCs around that like to stand around and just exist, like NPCs do. You do get to explore some ancient areas and try to figure out what happened in this world, why it's currently destroyed. And of course, the other thing that's really awesome about this game is Josh created this cool shader, so it's all nice and deco looking. And this is my first time here at Global Game Jam. It's also Caspian's first time. It's definitely a lot of fun. And it's Josh's second time. So. But yeah, this is our game. Thank you guys.
I'm gonna keep using this mic because I like the freedom. You're dead to me, Mike. That was all of our presentations. I'm glad we didn't have too many technical difficulties. We got through most of them. I thank you for your patience. That was 36 different game projects that presented. That doesn't include how many we had submitted. I think we had 42 submitted, so a lot of people just didn't make it to the presentation tonight. And that was out of like 190, 200 people who showed up this weekend. So a big round of applause to you guys. I hope you continue being involved with the Stallions. I hope you'll continue following up with the Global Game Jam. We have a showcase in 2 weeks to revisit a lot of these games. So if you want to just show off the game you have now, maybe polish it up at a title screen, maybe a few sounds. You can show it off at the Pacific Science Center here in 2 weeks. I think it's a Saturday around noon that we start. Always a good time. I also heard some rumblings about a soundtrack album of different audio pieces from Global Game Jam games here. If you're interested in that, please hit up our audio guild. I wanna listen. There's some really good jams tonight. I was amazed with all the great audio we had. And then also we have the very active Discord. The Global Game Jam Discord is going to start winding down in the next few weeks, but we also have our Style Indies Discord, our proper Style Indies Discord that we use all the time. And if you want to continue meeting with people here, please hang out with us. We have a career night in a few weeks if you're interested in learning more. Where is that, Tim? Where are we having career night? AIE in February 19th. Fantastic. It's online. Check it out. I have a lot of people to thank, and I want you guys to just help me out in thanking all these people. We have a lot of volunteers, and a lot of you were mentors. I know if you guys use the mentors. I saw so much conversation happening in the Ask a Mentor channel. I was so happy about that. So I'm going to read out all the names. You're just going to keep plotting. Just keep it up. We had Ashley. We had Brittany, Katie, Mike, Alexander, Rich, Connor, Tricia, Andrew, Brandon, Nico, Victor, and Steve. We also had Sarah, with our art guild masters doing art problems related with art and cooking. Sarah's great. We had Bilgum, who did our code art guild master, and we had John and Kyle, who were tag teaming the audio guild. Big round of applause for the mentors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mentors.
We had some other sets of volunteers that helped us out. These were our organizers. They were the pink Vanyards. I'm going to read out their names as well. There's so many of them. Lauren from PacSci. Lauren, are you here tonight? Big thank you, Lauren. Big thank you, Lauren. She kept us alive. And a lot of people from PacSci as well. Tim Omri, Durga, Mike, Paxton, Ed, Forrest, Landon, Jen, Eric, Nike, Rob, Del, Leo, Adam as well. I'm not on the slides, but you can make me. And then we have our board of directors for the Seattle Indies. All of them are here tonight. But we also have Ty and Thomas from our Seattle Indies board of directors. And then also Microsoft for being a global sponsor. They sent us some swag. And they also sent a lot of employees. If you're a Microsoft employee, by the way, and you jammed here tonight, Microsoft will match your hours as charity hours. You being here tonight, making a game, was charity. Your volunteer hours. So if you track your hours, you can duplicate them. Will knows more. Are you here tonight, Will? Well, he's on Discord. Do hit up Will on Discord, and he'll tell you more about that. It's very good for Seattle Indies. We do appreciate, as a nonprofit, having that kind of support, both from Microsoft at the top level, and also all of you Microsoft local people here. Our gift to you for surviving this long is we have these awesome limited run Game Jam posters. I'm wearing the shirt version of it. It's very good. We encourage you to get everyone on your team to sign them, and then also we have a big one that we want everybody to sign. So that will be on the pizza table. There'll be like a big one. There's going to be lots and lots and lots of names, 190 to 200 people's names. So make it a little small. And then also big thanks to Amy Ashton for designing our shirt and our poster. So thank you, Amy Ashton. If you're interested in the other swag, we will have somebody sitting at our swag desk. You can pay for some of our cool shirts, some of our cool posters. We ran out of beanies. It's cold and wet, and everyone's like, yes, beanies sound good. But we're going to make more beanies for our next jam. Just you wait. I think that's all I have. We're going to go back to that space. We're going to clean up. You're going to take off your lanyards, and before you leave tonight, make sure you put the lanyards back on the little medieval hanging thing they have. It looks super like a torture device. It's not. It's for your lanyards. Other than that, I hope everyone stays warm and safe and dry. Have a good night.